things that we're talking about in this documentary and the things that are coming on social media are very real issues that everybody has had a suspicion about in the past. If the flooding issues and the infrastructure is not at the top of your list, and thank you, Mrs., because without politicians, we cannot get any of this stuff fixed. I'm not a politician, so I can create awareness and I can create all this engagement, but that will only go so far.
Homes crushed, 115 tornadoes tearing the valley apart. 1980, Hurricane Allen, over 20 inches of rainfall. Winds howled at 120 miles per hour, flattening crops and swallowing towns whole. Relentless rain, rivers burst their banks, towns drowned overnight. 2008, Hurricane Dolly, 15 inches in Harlan-Jenny. Power grids collapsed, streets became rivers, homes vanished beneath the flood. 2010, Hurricane Alex, over 8 inches in Hidalgo County. Waters surged, levees strained, the Rio Grande creeping higher by the hour. 2018, the June floods, no hurricane. 18 inches of rain swallowed Westlaco and Mercedes. Thousands of homes underwater, families stranded in rising water. 2019, Hurricane Barry's outer bands. 8 inches of rain, proof that storms don't have to hit us directly to leave devastation behind. 2020, Hurricane Hannah. 18 inches of rainfall turned neighborhoods into lakes, power lines into lifelines. 2021, summer thunderstorms. 10 inches of rain near Brownsville. No warning, no name, just water rising in the dead of night. 2022, another flood. Streets submerged again. Families forced to flee as history repeated itself. 2023, Tropical Storm Harold. 6 inches of heavy rain on already saturated ground, pushing communities closer to the brink. And then, 2025. It started like any other storm. The forecast, light rain, 2 inches at most, but the storm had other plans. It formed over the Pacific, crept behind the Sierra Madre Oriental, and grew unseen until it was too late. In just 36 hours, the Rio Grande Valley took on half a year's worth of rain. The Arroyo Colorado swelled to 54 feet. Streets turned to rivers. Families fled with minutes to spare. 6 lives were lost, thousands trapped. And this wasn't even a hurricane. It was a warning. Because if this had been another Hurricane Beulah, it wouldn't have been 6 lives. It would have been 100,000. 1 in 14 people in the Rio Grande Valley. Gone. And we know it's coming. Not if, when. The next storm will not come quietly. It will tear through with winds, hail, and tornadoes stronger than we've ever seen. It won't bring inches of rain. It will bring feet. Not half a year's worth in 36 hours, but 2 years' worth in 48. And even after the skies clear, the nightmare will continue. As cities scramble to pump water from flooded neighborhoods, they'll send it into places that have never flooded before. Days later, homes once safe will drown under rising waters. The efforts to save some will sacrifice others. And beneath the surface, something worse waits. In the toxic, stagnant floodwaters, flesh-eating bacteria Vibrio vulnificus thrives. We've seen it already.
Changes, from, let's say, like the Mission area to the Laguna Madre, okay? We live in a delta. We live in the Rio Grande Delta, kind of like the Mississippi Delta.
I kind of stuck around because after the rains were coming down, started hearing some noises from the clouds. Like, wait, that's not normal. Out there. And then again, I waited for a break in the traffic and went through, going down Old Helen Moore, which is Paso Real. I was kind of like, what's going on? It just didn't, your mind can't capture your head what's going on because there's like...
It slowly fills with water, floor by floor, window by window, till it's completely consumed. And all around it, the neighborhoods, the homes, the streets, they're swallowed too, disappearing beneath the rising flood. It's a warning, and it's been flowing through our lives long before we realized it. The Arroyo Colorado runs through our neighborhoods, past our homes, and beneath our feet. And what runs through it now is not life, but the waste we've allowed to define our future.